Thank you for choosing Katie's Intuitive Tarot. I'm grateful to be connecting with your energy today. Today I'm going to be doing a quick energy check-in for my Capricorn friends. This message is a general message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You may find messages in here for you. Again, this is a general reading, not personal. Please use your discernment. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is in the About box. Capricorn, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, there was a lot coming through, repeated messages about they'll be back. So person, place, or thing, they'll be back. That came through out in many decks. Some of you are feeling stuck, confined, like a bird in the cage is what I was getting. Lots of you are praying or asking for help from God, ancestors, angels, the universe, whatever is your thing. A lot of messages about asking for help and assistance. Now, ancestor wise, there are a lot of guardians watching over you guys. Your prayers, your requests, your manifestations, they are being looked at. You have a lot of spiritual love right now because they see you're going through it. A couple times I heard, are you born in a barn? Or were you born in a barn? So this is, I really feel like this is you, not someone you're dealing with. I feel like a lot of you Capricorn are dealing with somebody that is just messy, selfish, not cleaning up after themselves. And it really pisses you off. It really ticks you off. It's very, very annoying. So you'll know what that message is for you. Now, this could be this person or it could be somebody else. 212 on the clock when I'm saying this. There's an angel message there for you. Google that. But it's like someone is trying to butter you up with false apologies, empty apologies, trying to butter you up with gifts or compliments. Lots of you feel like this is someone that is tricky. This is someone that is sly. This is someone that you just shouldn't trust and keep them at arm's length. Yes, please follow that. Follow your intuition there. They're definitely not to be trusted. You'll know if that message is for you, okay? Lots of you are working on action and courage, strength. Some of you are working on your strength physically, but I'm getting lots of you are going through planning more courageously for yourself. Some of you may be newly or recently looking into self-help, maybe getting advice or seeing a counselor or a mental health professional. Good for you. Awesome. Keep at it. It even just takes courage to make that first step and to go, right? So, or to read that book or to give that time and self-care to yourself. Bravo. You keep on doing that, okay? Also, lots of sleepless nights, tossing and turning, anxiety, like you can't turn your brain off. And I'm there with you, Capricorn. I am also an earth sign, and it is very, very frustrating to try and shut your brain off at night when it's going a million miles a minute with things you're thinking about what you want to do or what your next plans are or what your next call to action is. So I'm definitely there with you. I get it completely. Now, I've re-cleared the energy. We're going to do a Celtic Cross today. I'm trying to mix things up a little bit. Again, like, comment, subscribe. All of that is so important just to get the message out there. I'm not getting too many views, so if I'm not going to get very many views, I don't know if it's worth it, me doing it. You know what I mean? 444 on the clock, which all has to do with following your intuition. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's do a Celtic Cross and get some clarification and see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to walk you through it as I go. So let's start with this deck. Messages for Capricorn for their greatest and highest good. Some of you may be country fans. I keep on hearing, and I don't really know the words very well. I'm trying to hear it from spirit. It's like, to live like you were dying. So I feel like lots of you are feeling like, if today was my last day on earth, am I completely satisfied and happy with what my current situation is right now? Right? Again, the situation is general. It's different for everybody. For some of you, it's a person you're dealing with. It's a family member or a toxic person or a workplace or maybe an addiction that you have. But lots of you are doing a lot of thinking, reflecting, and wondering if you're in the right spot right now in this time. And when I'm cutting the deck here, right away, I get the Five of Wands and the Page of Wands. And the Five of Wands has all to do with conflict, disagreements, tension, struggle, conflict. I think I already said that, right? The Page of Wands has to do with being free-spirited, right? Starting small. Now, also the Page of Wands can be a foolish kind of energy. And again, maybe some of you are dealing with a person, place, or thing that is foolish. I'm hearing F around and find out. You go, Glen Coco. You stick up for yourself, and I feel like that's something you are all very much diligently working on. Sticking up for yourself, what your wants are, what your beliefs are. Hanged Man, Five of Wands again. Hangman's has to do with feeling like you're in limbo, you're stuck. You're also looking and reflecting, like I said, very consistent messages here, looking at a different perspective, looking at things from another lens, and possibly letting go of things that no longer serve you. All right, Capricorn for their greatest and highest good. If I haven't said it, everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, okay? Now, let's do a Celtic Cross. Current situation for Capricorn. Current situation, so you have the Two of Pentacles that's coming up as your current situation. Now, I'm just going to list them as I go, and then I'm going to go through it in more detail for you, okay? But right now, some of you feel like you're juggling a decision. And this decision that you're juggling has to do with your Pentacles, which is your long-term, your family life, your foundation, where you're living, your environment, your workplace, right? 3D foundational shit. All right, challenge for Capricorn. Okay, this just came out right away, no fooling around. Challenge is coming out as a Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands has to do with family. Could be a contract. This could be a business contract, or this could be a marriage or long-term partner kind of contract. All right. Need to focus on for Capricorn. What do they need to focus on? Wow, there's no fooling around here. And it's very interesting that I've said that there was a lot about courage and action and sticking up for yourself, because need to focus on is strength, and that's exactly what it is. Courage, inner strength, compassion, doing what is right for you, being courageous and vulnerable. Wow. Okay. Tell us more. What's exiting? The past or exiting for Capricorn? Ooh. Past, exiting, Capricorn. Thank you for these messages. Whoa. Four of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy here, guys, which makes sense. Again, you're an earth sign. Past and exiting right now is you holding back scarcity, holding things back, blocked energy. You're done holding things back. You're ready to be large and in charge is what I'm hearing. All right, what else? What do we have for strengths? Capricorn. Whoa, that's too many, Spirit. Strengths. Thank you for these messages. All right. A whole bunch of them came out, so I guess that's what needs to come out here. Page of Wands, which we already have seen. Strengths. We have Justice, which is beautiful because that all has to do with balance. The Chariot, willpower, control, moving forward, beautiful. And then we also have the Seven of Swords, strategic planning. And it could be something that you need to do on your own. It might be a little bit secretive, deception even possibly. But sometimes we have to do that, especially when we're in a situation where you need to be careful and you need to plan out what your next moves are, right? That's a lot of cards. Okay, so what about near future for Capricorn? Near future? Whoa. Near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We like that. Abundance, investment, money, security, manifestation. Could be a job offer. Could be a love offer, because when it comes to us as earth signs, security is also a part of love. Well-being. Could be a job promotion, a new job. And this came out too, the Magician. Beautiful. Manifestations, like I said, lots of you are really working on your self-confidence, your consciousness, your awareness, your diplomacy. Gorgeous. Okay. Advice for Capricorn? Too many, Spirit. Advice for Capricorn? Thank you. Ooh, advice is the Star. So beautiful. Hope and faith and purpose. Renewal. Healing. Looking at what you want. What is your wish upon a star? All right, environment. All right. Environment. So environment right now is a Five of Pentacles. Again, lots of pentacles here. The environment right now is you feeling blocked out, left out in the cold. I'm hearing some of you are feeling like your opinion, your wants, your needs. It's like, do I even matter in this situation? I'm getting that strongly. Hopes and fears for Capricorn. Hopes and fears. Thank you for these messages. Woo. Interesting. Hopes and fears. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's two going on here. Hopes and fears. We have the truth. Setting your boundaries, having some clear-cut communication, and sometimes swords can hurt people. Sometimes the truth hurts is what I'm hearing. And the Eight of Pentacles has to do with tasks and patience and waiting, working hard. You're freaking hustling. You are working hard right now. Lots of you are working very hard physically where you are working, whether you're somebody that works for a business or a city or somewhere else, or you're working for yourself, but you are working. And maybe, again, lots of you are working on communication, working on things that need to be said. Potential outcome for Capricorn. Potential outcome, Capricorn. Potential outcome. Interesting. Potential outcome is the Ten of Swords, guys. This has to do with endings, loss. Some of you feeling like it's the ending of an era, transition. Some of you are feeling betrayed. But again, with endings, guys, start beginnings, start new beginnings. It also, you're done with this situation. This situation is over. And if you can see, there's a beautiful sun up here. And it starts new beginnings, right? Also acceptance. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning. So current situation, like I said, some of you are juggling in a situation right now. Which way should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Do I want to continue this workplace? Do I want to change it up? Do I want to be with this person anymore? Or do I want to change it up? Would I be better on my own? Because the challenge is Four of Wands, which has a lot to do with, again, contracts, family, home, marriage, foundational things. Some of you are in a situation where you are feeling like your challenge right now is your contract, whether that be a marriage, a workplace, a person, place, or thing. You, again, I want it to be as general as possible. But lots of you right now, your challenge is your marriage. Interesting too, I'm looking back at the Two of Pentacles, and when I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles, there's a little ship that's going up and down in the waves. Again, I'm getting back to the message of, like, does my opinion, thoughts, feelings even matter? Like, you're riding the waves, and you're riding the waves in this situation. Again, person, place, thing, contract, something that you feel like you are locked in on. And some of you feel trapped. And that's not easy. Let's get clarification on your Four of Wands with another deck. Four of Wands for Capricorn. Their challenge. Page of Cups, Eight of Swords. There's that apology I was seeing. But again, empty apologies. And you feeling like you're out in the cold. Somebody's, again, really working on their courageousness, their mental health, their physical health. Because now I'm hearing that Christina Aguilera song. Thanks for making me a fighter. And that's good. You need to fight for yourself. There's so many times when we don't stand up for ourselves. And again, that song, To Live Like You Were Dying, right? would I feel fulfilled looking back on the life that I'm living right now in this present time? Four of Wands for Capricorn. Thank you for these messages. Four of Wands, Capricorn. Challenge. Okay, so very interesting because the Tower came out and the Tower came out in reverse. So there's a couple ways you can take this. When it comes to the Tower upright, this has to do with a giant change. Sometimes it's quick, shocking, unexpected. Again, foundationally, this has to do with money, family, relationships, long-term, home life. All right, a big change. Now, because it was in reverse, there's two ways to take this. This is either such a sudden change that it is so unexpected for you that maybe this is a change that you know you have to make and you're sitting on it and juggling about it, not making the changes because you're not sure which way to go or what to do. And like I said, lots of you have been praying, asking for guidance, assistance from the divine, God, angels, ancestors, right? What happens when you're juggling and not making those decisions yourself? The divine steps in and makes the change for you. And lots of random, crazy things that are not expected. You're not going to make the change. I'm going to force you make that change. All right. Some of you are going through that right now, and some of you are, this is going to be something that happens very soon. This is going to be an event that make things very crystal clear for you. Lots of you have gifts. I'm seeing a lot of purple here, which for me, like, that definitely resonates when it comes to like having gifts, right? Some of you have really strong intuition. Some of you are able to talk to crossed over loved ones. Some of you have very vivid dreams that are, and ancestors are trying to talk to you that way. So pay attention to that, okay? Now, need to focus on, I don't think we need to clarify that. Again, this is you focusing on yourself, your inner strength, courage, influence, persuasion, compassion. Taming your inner lion. I'm hearing and being very demure about it. Like, you're looking good, Capricorn. Now that you are focusing on yourself, focusing on your courage, what your wants, what your needs are, you keep that up, strong as a lion. Some of you may have many Leo placements in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Take it how it resonates. Now, exiting also, I think, is very self-explanatory. You holding back. It portrays you holding and guarding yourself. Trying to save what you're thinking about, trying to hold back how you're feeling, trying to guard some of your resources. So some of you may be saving up some money. Some of you are saving up money and blocking energy because you want to keep certain things to yourself and certain people at arm's length, which reminds me of the beginning of your video and getting, there's someone that's empty promises, false apologies, trying to butter you up with like gifts and compliments, and you're just like, no, no. So take that how it resonates, okay? But I definitely want to get into your near future here. Near future being the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. You're manifesting a new beginning, whether you know this or not. I feel that lots of you know you are. That's what your intention is. And again, whether that be a new beginning at work, in love, for yourself. Interesting. Can you tell us more about near future? Tell us more about near future for Capricorn. What is this Ace of Pentacles and this manifestation that they're working on? Clarity on the near future for Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, I can't make this shit up, the Fool. New beginnings. Starting fresh, starting new, making that leap and going into a brand new chapter. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, or you may have lots of Aries placements in your chart. Near future, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, Capricorn. Thank you for these messages. What came out here, guys? Let's take a look. Page of Wands. So this keeps on coming up, the Page of Wands. Now, again, we did saw the Fool too. So again, that's Aries. The Page of Wands is also fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So again, you may be dealing with one. You may have lots of strong placements in your chart. Also, when it comes to the Page of Wands, this could be somebody that is a younger than you that's making this offer. This could be someone that's offering you a new, exciting employment opportunity. This is a message that is compassionate, exciting, new. A lot of, and this has to do with work, I think. This is either work or this is a new chapter with somebody new. I mean romantically. But we'll get more information here because there was quite a few cards that came with that. So we also, oh, Nelly. We also got the Hanged Man, the Three of Cups, and the High Priestess. Wow. And we've already saw the Hung Man when we were doing your pre-shuffle here. All right. Perspective. Turning a new leaf. Trying to see things from another angle. Taking time to yourself. It does sometimes feel like you're in limbo. But again, you have to make your plans successfully and get all of your ducks in a row, because that's how we roll as earth signs. We like to plan, right? You're really looking at things from a new angle right now. And sometimes going through looking at those person, places, or things that may no longer serve you, that's not an easy thing to do, right? Now, for some of you, again, this does have to do with love because we got the Three of Cups as well. Okay. So this could be a friend that is no longer serving you. A friend that you have a relationship, because a relationship is established with any kind of person. So this doesn't have to be all of you dealing with a marriage issue. It could be a toxic friend, a toxic family member, right? Maybe there is an overbearing family member that's involved in this situation. Someone is a workaholic or someone has an addiction. A third party doesn't always have to be a person, guys. Those are a couple examples. It's interesting too, looking at this card in particular with the Two of Cups. I mean, the Three of Cups. You have the two people that are cheersing here, and then the person that's on the outskirts of it. Some of you feel like you're a third wheel. Take that if it resonates. And lots of you know exactly what you need to do, because then we have the High Priestess. Some of you may have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or again, when I was seeing a lot of the purple with the tower here, lots of you have very strong intuition. You have gifts, whether you like to admit it or not. All right? You see things other people don't see. You hear things other people do not hear. Follow your gut and follow your intuition. Okay? Now, I want to definitely look at your advice here, which is the star. I love that. Absolutely beautiful. The star does represent Aquarius. So again, you may have air signs. You may have Aquarius in your chart. But let's see. Let's get more information about your advice. The star. Tell us more about the advice in the star. Justice. Yeah, buddy. You definitely deserve your justice. That is for sure. Capricorn, advice, the star. Ooh, that was horrible. There we go. Advice, the star for Capricorn. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands, guys. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I am a human, so I do have reactions. But Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And may I say, you look mighty fine in that boat with that beautiful sun glistening on you. You're on this boat. You're protecting yourself. And lots of you are moving away. Some of you may be physically moving. Again, if you're not physically moving away from a spouse, a friendship, it could be a workplace. Again, I'm trying to make this general. The star for Capricorn. Thank you for these messages. Star. Death. I'm walking away is what I'm hearing from the trouble in my life. Oh, wow. Wow, guys. Lots of major arcana here. And when lots of major arcana shows up like this has to do with big dramatic changes. Okay? Now, death, not to worry. This doesn't usually physically mean any kind of death. It's the ending of a situation. All right? Lots of you, what your deep down internal wish right now, your hope, your renewal, healing, lots of you are going to heal from ending this chapter. And I know that's really hard. All right. If you have watched me before, I don't sugarcoat. What I see is what I see. That's just the way I am. I'm going to tell you what I see. Ending this situation is what lots of you want. Again, ending person, place, or thing. Now, with the Death card comes the Sun card, which is the happiest freaking card in tarot. Happiness, fulfillment, joy, seeing the bright side of things, feeling full and connected and rejuvenated and looking fine as hell, if I may say so myself. So with this death brings a new beginning of newfound happiness. The sun is represented by Leo. You may have a lot of Leo in your chart. Death is Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio as well. There is a lot of pentacles here, so you also may be dealing with another earth sign like yourself, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, I want to look at, I'm going to skip up to here. Your hopes and fears. Something to do with having clear-cut, honest, open communication with an investment. A conversation needs to be had is what I'm hearing. What's this conversation? Hopes and fears. Queen of Swords. Eight of Pentacles for Capricorn. Breaking the deck, I have the Nine of Swords. There's that anxiety coming back up again. Sleepless nights. Tossing and turning. I can't turn my brain off. And this has to do with the decision. The Lovers. I don't know if you just heard, but that was my 175-pound Alaskan Malamute shaking himself off. Maybe, and again, like I say, everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. Some of your ancestors are saying you need to shake it off. This, again, may have a decision to do with lots of you when it comes to love. All right? But it's not, it doesn't always need to be love. The Lovers used to be called the decision card. Okay. Hopes and fears for Capricorn. Communication about an investment. Clarification. Thank you for these messages. Yeah. Yeah, I can't make this shit up, guys. 10 of Pentacles. This is about family. This is about a relationship, a family setting. There needs to be communication, honest, direct, clear-cut communication. Again, I'm hearing sometimes the truth hurts. And this is about a family situation. Potential outcome. 10 of Swords. Potential outcome for Capricorn. Can you tell us more about that? More 9 of Swords. Ooh. It's a lot of anxiety, guys. I just saw the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. More 4 of Pentacles. Holding back your wants, your need, desires, what you want. 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck and what you don't see coming. King of Swords. Maybe you're going to be getting a truth from someone that you also don't expect. Heavy air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you, this is, I'm hearing for some of you, this is the disagreement with the person that you're not, that is no longer serving you. Someone that is sly, the person that you're trying to keep at arm's length. They may be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The thing is that I'm getting with this person, which they may be a father. Yeah, they may be a father, but this is someone that's sharp-tongued, if you understand what I mean by that. Like, they can be really nasty, brutal, matter of fact, And lots of the time the facts aren't straight. That's what I'm getting. Take that if it resonates. 10 of Swords for Capricorn. Thank you for these messages. Potential outcome. What do we got? Yeah. I mean, guys, absolutely beautiful. You've got the Temperance card here. The Temperance card all has to do with balance. Seeing the darkness and the light. Trying to balance things out. Equality. See how, and it's funny too, because it's an angel, and again, ancestors, angels, God, universe, you have so much divine protection here. This angel has water in the cup, and it's trying to make it even. Temperance is all about balance, being equal. I'm hearing, I deserve better. And you do. If you have that feeling right now, if you resonate with what I just said, you fucking do deserve better. Excuse my French. And the Ace of freaking Wands, which is a new beginning. Starting new, getting a new exciting offer. There's lots of new things coming here with your Ace of Pentacles and your Ace of Wands. Again, for some of you, this is a promotion, getting a new job, getting a new place. And for some of you, this is a romantic new beginning. All right? It also could just be an exciting new beginning for yourself. Take it how it resonates. Now, the Ace of Wands has to do with fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. There was a lot of Aries that came up in this reading. So again, you may have some heavy Aries placements, or you may be dealing with an Aries, or maybe dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag in the near future. All right. This is an exciting new transition, new period that has passion and, again, like excitement. The beginning of something new. Now, this also could represent a stick of passion, if you know what I'm saying. So some of you may, be renewing with somebody in particular, and actually going back to this Temperance card actually is Sagittarius. So again, Aries, Leo, Sag, tons of fire, passion, excitement, a new chapter. Interesting. Yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming again is the Six of Swords. And again, I think lots of you do see this coming, but this is starting a new path. This is leaving. This person's back is faced towards us, and they are going up that stream. They're leaving. So again, lots of you are moving. And again, whether that be moving away from a person, or moving away from a toxicity or an addiction, or moving away from a workplace, take it how it resonates. But this is the ending of a chapter, and you starting a new chapter that's bringing you happiness, balance, and fulfillment. All right. I know this was a heavy reading, but the stuff that's coming is amazing. So you keep up that courageousness that you're working on. You keep up your strength. You keep up with what you're doing, and doing the self-healing and giving yourself the self-care that you deserve. And, like I said, taking that time on your own, or seeing a therapist, or, working on your physical health, or whatever it is that you are doing, you keep up that badass work, because you look great. And this is going to help you in this process. Okay? Look at this on the bottom of this deck. What am I saying about your ancestors, angels, the universe? You are protected. All right. I think this is the Aries sign right there. So again, a lot of Aries coming through. Some of you really like wind chimes or resonate with wind chimes. And I love looking at this onion because I feel like as humans, we all have so many layers, right? We are complex people that have lots of different sides, stories, emotions, layers to who we are as a person. Final words for Capricorn. Where did that come from? That's not even in this deck. Yeah, see, the Hanged Man has come up again. And I mean, these aren't even tarot cards in this one, guys. These are different. They're oracle cards. And the Hanged Man popped out of it. A change in perspective, a change in viewpoints. Looking at the picture and the perspective from a totally different lens. Wow. Okay, so what else did we get here? Look at this. Number 11, transition. Some of you may have a garden, I'm hearing, but lots of you, again, are going through this transitional phase. All right? You're going through the change. You're going through the transition. You're going into a new chapter. One or two more. Thank you. A personal issue reaches a resolution. And this says full moon in Cancer. And I believe we're in Gemini season right now, but Cancer season's coming up. It's right around the corner. I think it's just in a few days. So some of you are going to be seeing this light, this resolution, the starting of the transition in this summer season. Okay? And you have number 16, memory. There's rosemary here. So again, some of you have a garden. Some of you like to plant spices. Definitely, because I'm smelling rosemary now. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, you're good with your garden. But I realize that sometimes memory, nostalgia, looking back on good times sometimes keeps us in a position that we no longer want to be in, because you're looking at all of those times from the past and you're not looking at what the present moment is. So the best advice I can give you is, because this keeps on coming out, this Hanged Man that wasn't even supposed to be in that deck, give yourself time. Look at it from another perspective. Be open to the perspective of others if you are asking for help or advice, family members, counselors, whatever it may be, and be open to the change. I really hope this helped, Capricorn. Again, I know it was a heavy reading, but a lot of things to look forward to after you go through this transitional period, okay? Again, I hope this helped. Like, comment, subscribe. All of that is so much appreciated. Again, if you want a personal reading, all my information is in the About box. But besides that, I'm thinking about you. Take care.